I had a call last week from this agent. He said for many years I wanted to go door knocking.
Hmm.
And then I said, it is what it is. I have to go. So he said he jumped into his car, went to the place and knocked at the first door. I think that was in Toronto. And then the guy was so rude to me at the door. As
Hmm.
soon as he finished, he took his car and went back to his house.
Oh my
It,
God.
it, it, it all comes to attitude. Let me just share something with you. This is very important. If you make a circle on a piece of paper, on the very top, you write self-talk. Then on the very bottom, and you leave a space, like on the top, you write self-talk, leave a space in the middle, and on the bottom, you write
In the light room.
you write action. All right. So the middle part, you divide it in two. On the right side, you write attitude. On the left side, you write result. Okay. So if you have a piece of paper, draw it. So from self-talk every day, every moment, every time you do prospecting, doesn't matter. Is the door knocking, is open house, is cold calling. This is interaction with yourself. So self-talk is you telling whatever you need to hear from yourself. When you go out door knocking and the guy is rude to you, the self-talk engine start rolling. Your next few seconds is coming out of what you tell yourself. So if you have a very positive self-talk, yes, I'm getting challenged. That's good. I'm getting stronger. That is your attitude. That works like an engine. Your self-talk, your attitude, then the combination of these two will lead you to action, whatever action you want to take. That gentleman that jumped into his car and left, that was a result of his action based on his attitude that is fed by the self-talk. And now, if you go around the circle, self-talk, attitude, action leads to result. The result, he did no prospecting. And because he create no prospecting, the self-talk kicks again. Oh, the day is gone. I hate door knocking. I hate talking to people. So you feeding your self-talk again. And that's this self-talks coming back again. So this is a loop, goes around it. The best way to break it, you go to the source. And what do you say? You feed yourself with all the positive things. That's why in real estate, like what is this secret recipe of successful real estate agents? There's no one recipe, it's all combination all together, but they all start with what you tell yourself, your attitude. So that's why affirmation every day is important. Sometimes you can have affirmation 2 times a day or 3 times a day. What you tell yourself, that self-talk would bring a good attitude. If you are telling I'm a successful real estate agent, I'm full of energy every day, I have to do what I need to do to bring result to my family. That is fitting your attitude. And then is your attitude is getting into your action. If I have a day, I wake up and raining and don't feel like working, and instead of jumping out of my bed at 5 o'clock, I start talking to myself, and that's very poisonous. If you wake up at 5, you wake up at 5. When you start rolling, 5 becomes 5:30, 6:30. These are a lot of self-talk you tell yourself. Rather than stand up, go to your written affirmation. Just read through it or write it. I'm a great agent. I'm successful every single day. I am ready to go to the battle. This is real estate. I can do it. I'm strong. I'm full of energy. You feed yourself with positive affirmation. Now, if you need help with affirmation, I strongly suggest you to go to just Google. Google type affirmation for successful real estate agents. Copy and paste the things that you really need to hear, the things that would resonate with you. Write them down. You can have 5 or you can have 10 or 20. Write it on your Microsoft Word and then either print it or just save it as PDF. So every day you can call it up. You can have it written, print it out, put it in your pocket, or put in your office. So anytime at home, you go through affirmation. When you go to your office, you start your day with affirmation. So this positive self-talk would create a different result for you. So that leads to your attitude. Your attitude leads to action. And then action comes to result. Even if you go at the door, even if the guy slammed the door at your face, if you go to open house, you come across and I have nasty, not result, nasty interaction with other people through my open house. Because you are fed by the positive thinking, self-positive thinking, even if you come to action at that moment, because you're ready, you're a strong agent with confidence, whatever result you see at the door or you see through the attitude of the other person, still that create a positive result because you filter those garbages out. You have a goal, you go for it. Take action and you go for a result. Let's say I knock at 100 doors today. I got no result. My positive self-talk said, even though you didn't get result, you became a stronger agent because you fulfill your commitment. You practice at the door. You interacted with people. So these are all coming down from self-positive talk to yourself. There are a few books you can get it online and read it, but I very strongly suggest you to go through your affirmation every single day and come back with your result. So this is what you have to do every single day, every single even if you come across anything negative, I give you another hack. Okay, we are human beings. That's very normal that we come through that up and down. So if you go at prospecting and then all of a sudden something really disappoints you, something really piss you off, and you have no choice. You're human, you're emotional. So what you have to do, keep a person, a role model in your mind. Let's say Oprah Winfrey or Arnold Schwarzenegger or Alexander the Great. Whoever is your hero, is role model, someone that you always admire. As soon as you get into one of those moments that something really bang on your head and bring you down emotionally, then tell yourself, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Would he do the same thing? He go for it. He's full of power. He's strong. He's dedicated. He can do it. I can do it. You will see an amazing result. And I've experienced that as well. I had moments that I was down, and then as soon as I thought about my hero, my attitude changed within a few seconds. That's the best dose that you can give yourself. That would help you continue your routine and you stay with that routine. So you need all of this. You need to equip yourself with all this understanding and skills that I'm telling you. This would help you in your journey in real estate. Real estate is not 9 to 5 job. It's not nice. You go there and then you do something and then you see a result. We are in a battlefield. A soldier that goes to the battlefield went through days of training. It's not only shooting that they learn, how to survive in nature, how to survive in a combat, how to do different things once they get injured, once they fall away from a troop, what should they do? It's a way of living. Same thing for real estate. So if you think you got your license and that's it, that is not it. You have to work hard on every single day, prepare yourself. And that's why so many agents, they give up. I heard yesterday that 45,000 agents gave up their license last year. That's a big number. So being a real estate agent means being able to do many things. Now, just to put on a paper, you have to go through your affirmation, working with your mental strength. You have to go through your skills, let's say role play. There are agents that are practicing listing presentation on a daily basis. It doesn't matter how expert you are. I'm dealing with savvy, seasoned real estate agents. That's your skills. Now you have to have some kind of knowledge and understanding of accounting. The money comes in. You have to put money aside for your advertising, 10, 15, 20% of it. And then your tax, everything. So you open your eyes, you have your license. They taught you extremely basic things about real estate. They didn't tell you anything about running a business. And that's why so many agents now are getting help from different resources for their marketing. They assign it to a company. Accounting, bookkeeping, they have their bookkeeping and accounting. They don't do everything on their own. Yes, I understand. If you have one or two or three dealers, that's easy. But what I'm trying to say here is you have to equip yourself with all of this. So don't expect an easy journey for you in real estate. However, if you are disciplined, dedicated, you have the drive, you love real estate, then you are on the right path. Some agents, they before they become agent, they said, I love homes. I like to watch things about homes and buying, selling, flipping. Well, in reality is different. It's like watching someone's baking beautiful, delicious looking cookies. The reality is different. So this is what we have to do every single day. So start with your affirmation. It's very crucial. There is nothing I can say is less crucial than the others. They're all important. Your affirmation, your script, your practices, your daily prospecting, your follow-up, your database. These are all important elements, and that's why time management comes in place. So if you don't have time management, you're going to be everywhere all the time. So this is the small things I wanted to share with you since our guests couldn't make it today. But any question here for me? This is your opportunity to ask questions.
I just wanted to ask, I haven't jumped into these calls before. It's one of the few calls that I've come into, and maybe this question has been asked before. Does your YouTube channel have like not scripts per se, but some simulations of how door knocking looks like, or what you provide at door knocking, like a QR code, and if they provide their email ID, where does that go and stuff like that? I don't want you to repeat yourself. That's why I'm asking if it's on the YouTube.
Yes, it is. I think I had 3 or 4 sessions of door knocking there. So
Yes.
if
Okay.
you go to
Okay.
YouTube, I share everything there. On top of it, there are some AI sessions that I had, I think number 1 and 2, talking about QR code. Anything I knew, I shared it with everyone there. There's nothing hidden. There's no secret here. We all need to access to the same thing and learn. And as I always say, if you have any tricky or small question that you cannot figure out, just give me a quick call and I will be more than happy to jump into the phone and call you. But yeah, and my YouTube is
Thank you
expanding
so much.
too. No problem.
Mhm.
Thank you for the question. My YouTube is expanding as well every single day. I'm talking to different agents. I come with different ideas how to help other agents as well. Sometimes I come with creative ideas and I share it with you. Sometimes it's like 5 seconds input into what we can do. Recently, I had one video that I didn't share it on YouTube about how can we open up a conversation as we go to the door. And there are different versions. There is no one universal
Right. Right.
tip.
Right.
So
What about, sorry.
Go ahead.
What about database nurturing? Like once you get the email IDs or the phone numbers, how do you keep in touch, or what should be the next sequence of steps? So not sequence, I understand there is no one universal rule, but generally, what is the best practice once you collect these email IDs? How do you stay in touch, or is there a series of emails that's to be sent to them?
Okay, good question. One of the session I was talking to through the webinar was about ROI in prospecting, meaning bringing more result or squeezing our effort when we are doing our prospecting. For instance, when you go there at the door, there's no one there, you leave. Now, if you want to increase your capturing at the door, leave a business card. In the past, people put door hanger. I'm not a fan of door hanger. I think it's a waste of your money. But with business card, that's almost the same thing. If someone is motivated to sell their house. So these are increasing on ROI. Now, if you want to even increase your ROI while you're doing open house or cold calling or door knocking, is use automation. Have a post, paid post, or just regular post on Facebook on social media. So these are adding to your effort. So using automation, you can do it through the database as well. After all, your database, we're not talking about 5 or 10 people. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in our database. And
Right.
reality here is you're going to get involved with so many activities. You're going to get tired. You're going to get busy. You're going to forget all of this. And no matter how much you write it on your calendar, after 3 months, 6 months, you're going to get tired. So the tools that we have right now is that we can use automation. And if you do not use automation, you cannot succeed in your real estate with higher transactions. Yeah, it's very easy to have one, three, even 10 transactions per year. But to increase it more and be efficient, you have to use the automation. So that's why I suggest everybody to take at least one day off or half a day of few of your days and dedicate that hours to training yourself and to learn and implant the things that you need to do. I'm using KV Core as a database, so it has automations in there as well that I'm using. It doesn't matter. It's a lead generation, lead magnet, landing page, drip campaign. I'm using drip campaign all the time, whether it's email, video, or text. I have to use it. So I have drip campaign assigned to buyers, assigned to sellers, assigned to investors that they're automatically acting. I have my Facebook ad. Anytime I get a lead, Facebook ad, I'm connecting it to my KB Core database through a program called Zapier or Zapier. So automatically while I'm door knocking, Zapier, Facebook posting or Facebook ad, and KB cores are working behind the scene. So that is automation and that's leveraging. So you have to use technology to leverage for your prospecting.
Right.
Use leveraging and automation in two part of your business. You're going to be very successful. That is lead generation and follow up.
Hmm.
So when you use your database, the the uh, the drip campaign would go to brand new drop-in leads, and that's the system will start kicking. Whether that first email goes to this new lead is a video. Hello, this is Ashton. Thank you for asking the information for properties in different part of Toronto. Doesn't matter. So that is automatically done without you knowing it because you're busy with cold calling. So that's why you have to use. So once it's come to your database, then there should be some other routine that you have to keep your past clients, such as once a month mass email. That's e-news, newsletter. You can also, I think last week we were talking about sending 2 times of video newsletter. You record yourself twice a month about the brand new news, what's happening in the market for 60 seconds, and that goes to all of your clients. So there are steps that you should take. I suggest you to look at last week we call video e-newsletter or
Okay.
video newsletter. It's all there. If you have any more question regarding that, you can always give me a call. But you have to sit down, write on a piece of paper what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to be all over. I mean, there are AI's program that can do amazing things for you, but knowing the tools and knowing how to use them, these are two different things. So what I recommend is to dedicate at least one day or two half a days to education, read books in regard to real estate, watch videos, YouTube's, any training material that you can do. Sit down and write down your next step, what you want to do. If you want to use, let's say, YouTube, what would be your agenda, your goal for YouTube? As I said, it's not just sitting in front of the camera aimlessly and try to say something because everybody else is saying the same thing. That doesn't work that way. You're wasting a lot of time and energy and effort, and you're going to get disappointed because you brought no result. So what you have to do here is to write on a piece of paper what is your goal and the steps that you have to take. For instance, my goal here is to open a brand new YouTube channel. I'm aiming to get at least 5 leads per month. I'm going to determine what's going to be. This is going to be for sellers and buyers in Mississauga. And therefore, my content is going to be like I'm going to put one video a week on that YouTube channel that I created. And I'm going to, part of the description, I'm going to put some of the phone numbers, contact numbers, information that they can get hold of me. And write down the name of the videos you're going to put in there. 5 things you should know about city of Mississauga. The area you should not go when you buy a house in Mississauga. Um, if you come into Mississauga, do these 10 things. Watch these 5 schools in Mississauga. Dangerous area, you should never go. All of these videos would help you to bring people, and I get leads from my YouTube channel as well. You can have the same strategy for your Facebook. Create a community. Let's say Glen Abbey in Oakville. Glen Abbey Facebook group going to be Glen Abbey community. Or if you're interested and you see the Facebook is loaded by this kind of things, just create walking group in Glen Abbey, Oakville, and make it a public Facebook group so people can come in. And on the daily basis, put some content there about walking, exercise, good shoes, the trail you want to go and explore, welcome the new members, anything about the that kind of activities. But you have to have a goal, and the tool can be help you to create leads. And I have 2 Facebook group for Oakville, and on a daily basis, I'm getting emails from people that are coming into the group and they want me to send them homes. To the point that I'm really tired of put them into my KV core. So I'm going to use Zapier to do that. Just grab the name, email address, put into my KV core and assign them a drip campaign or send them homes. So that's how you become known in your community. And that's your farm area, if you want to call it. So there are many things. As I said, there are many tools. If your mind is very creative, you can create all of this and you can participate. So these are the tools that you can use. I think we reach at the end of our webinars. This webinars happen to be taking different direction. So it was good to brought up all these questions. Anyone else has any question for me? I think you all know what to do. Okay, that's exciting. So if you have any question, get back to me. You have my number, and I hope to see you next week. Next week is going to be on YouTube. So I think you all need to learn something about YouTube. It's exciting. Or otherwise, I would see you on Monday role play. All the best, and good to see you guys.